Tavo from Team Breakthrough here. Bring you a deck profile of the Satellarknight we brought over to our first YCS. This is a deck I played on because, I don't know, I just really like Trivia. It's a very trollsy card. I know a lot of people call it Helmet, but I don't know, the deck's really fun. So I'm going to get started with my monster lineup, which I ran 12 monsters. Now first, triple Deneb and triple Altair, with each other you just have an infinite Trivia loop basically. 2 Vegas, because some people like it at 3, but that's if you want to make like a super speedy version of this deck. And with the amount of traps I run, it's not it's not really a turbo Satellars. And 2 Unikas. 1 Sears. I know a lot of people like Rigel, but I prefer having this middle to late game because just recycle my entire engine. And 1 Honest. 1 Honest because 2, you see it too much and it's pretty cloggy. You could summon it to do a little damage, but then that's one card they know that you have in hand. And next we'll move on to my spells. Which spells, it's only 9 of them because I didn't really feel the need of having too many spells because they don't really help out that much at times. So I'm going to start with Upstart, triple Upstart. I know, it's just, I wanted to make the deck a little faster. I know I just said about the Vega making the deck a lot faster, but Upstart, 37 card deck. That's just simple. 2 MSDs for the back row. I know a lot of like Necros and all that. Game 2 they would side in Royal Decrease, but I'd like to have it ready because I know some people make meta calls and they'd like to put Royal Decree in right off the bat in their main. 2 Rhoda. I know 3 would be good, but you see a lot. Most of the time you see a lot of your monsters, and especially the Deneb. That's just basically a Rhoda there. 1 Raigeki to clear boards to make pushes, and a Soul Charge. Okay, and for my trap lineup, I pretty big trap. Pretty big trap numbers. I played 19 traps. So get started with triple Alpha. And of course, negate everything, basically.
Literally.
Triple Fiendish, negate again. Triple Call, that's because you want to see, you just recycle all your monsters over and over again. Double Mirror, because battle traps are really important to this deck, but with 2 you draw them basically when you need them, and they don't clog up your hand. Like drawing maybe 3 Mirror Forces is kind of bad at times. We got 2 Imperial Iron Walls. This actually came up when I was doing my deck list on Friday when we were signing up, and it was just one of my teammates thought it'd be a good idea, seeing how the meta was shaping up, to run it in the main because of a lot of decks banished right now.
Did it work?
Did it work? Yes, it worked, especially against the Necros and my Infernoid matchups. And next, only 1 Dimensional Prison because of Imperial Iron Wall. And at times you'd probably side this out, and I'd show you guys what I'd put in. 1 Oasis, of course, because you already run 3 Call of Honey's, and with Trivia you just recycle everything. So 1 Oasis is a perfect amount, especially since I run 86 in the extra deck. Solemn, of course, the 1-ofs. It'll be Bottomless, Torrential, and Vanities. Now I'll go for the extra deck. The extra deck is pretty much linear for a lot of people, but some like different ratios of these. I like 2 Treviers because you could always find a way to recycle them. If it's not that, and especially with Ceres too in the deck, I recycle a lot. 1 Del Toros. I didn't see myself making him that much. Only in certain situations, like if you want to get extra pluses, you just pop him. If you really, if you want to make extra pluses, you can pop himself and then just special summon from deck. 1 Platomeus. It didn't come up that much, not even in the BA matchups. And my BA matchups are pretty decent with this deck. Diamond. Of course, just 1 diamond, because Shaddoll is still running rampant. and you can stop some of their effects. And it's pretty nice. Like I said, I run 86, so that's also why I have the soul charges for a big 86 push and lock him down from the game for like 2 turns. And by then you probably already have game on board. Constellar, Omega, make him unaffected. You don't have to worry about their battle traps. Rhapsody, which came in clutch against Necros, and just banish their spells so they don't get any searches. Tsukiyomi, which I found myself making a lot. Just one of him, just when you draw a lot of traps, a few monsters. I'm never scared to send the Altair off of him. Like, I just keep the Altair in hand, probably, or one monster to activate effect to draw 2, and most of the time you draw into the Call the Hornets or Oases. Number 101, so like it's 101. Take a special summon monster, and then he becomes, when you attach it, can't be destroyed. Got Cowboy. When you're pushing for game, you're not going into turns. It's a really good card still. Excalibur, just out to towers, which I didn't really see. I didn't really have any clean matchups. Ragnar Zero against sometimes for the Cleese, when they activate their scale, they gain 300. Abyss Dweller for the Shadal matchup, and a Castel just to bounce everything back. Well, not everything. And I'm gonna go straight to the side, which I ran. For the side, I ran 3 Shadow Imprisoning. I really had a lot of hate towards the BA and the Shadal matchup just because those decks are really fast, and they just infinite resources basically. 3 Mind Crushes, which I only sided in against when I did the mirror, just get their monsters out of hand. And Trapstones, I didn't really side him in, but that's because I didn't have that many Satellarknight mirror matches. I only had 2. Maxi for the Necros, and so Retaliating, and 1 Effect Veiler. Those are just the hand traps I played. Soldering again for BA, and then the extra Dimensional Fissure in case you weren't playing against those decks. Dimensional Prison. If you didn't play against those decks that you needed Imperial Iron Wall for, you just take those out, put a few, maybe a Maxi, or it's like I had like a really good game against Cosmos because of the Imperial Iron Walls. I ended up 2-0ing most of them. But yeah, that'd be all for my deck profile.
Will you change anything from it?
If I change anything from it?
Yeah, like if you were to like rewind and remake your deck list for the tournament.
Probably add a Thunder King. I know your normal summon in this deck is very very like sacred. Like when you normal summon something, you want to get pluses off of it. But with Thunder King on board, and if you have Honest in hand especially, you could just make them not play Yu-Gi-Oh at times for maybe a few turns, and gets you set up really well.
All right.
All right, guys. It's Tavo from Team Breakthrough signing out.